help them. And now it's time for CLG to answer back as we get into champion select for game number 2 between Phoenix1 and CLG. Currently, Phoenix1 lead the series 1-0. Big smile on Pirean's face as he saw that Twisted Fate get banned away. Always feels pretty good to play a champion so good the enemy team bans it, but again, that Shen taken away from Zig, Vladimir banned off of the table as well.
Yeah.
Oh, and Pirean immediately goes for the Azir.
I was like, you got to take Azir away from HuHi because his Ryze and Azir are his 2 most confident champions. People weren't taking them away at like MSI and stuff like that, and that's why he was able to have some decent performances. And now teams are really keen on that. Ryze and Azir are not so much target bans anymore. They're just general strong bans. And the first pick Azir is putting Pirean in a position to possibly carry this game.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty amazing plays from him with a huge Emperor's Divide in his series earlier this week. But CLG answer back. Xmithie being allowed to take that rek'sai and Stixxay, immediately hopping onto that sivir.
Yeah.
CLG don't want to let those power picks slide by.
Exactly. Both champions that were picked up by P1 in the last game very early on in the draft. Sivir going in the second round for them, and rek'sai in the first one. Braum was the other pickup that went first for P1, but this game, still a lot open. We'll see what they go with.
Yeah, Phoenix1, Coach Charlie trying to lead them to victory, previously of Cloud9 fame. Really must have been a tough journey over the course of the first few weeks for the team, but seems like they finally found their stride, and that's going to be on hecarim, locked in for Inori.
Yep. He already had Ghost and Smite, so you assume that that's the pick that's going to be locked in. The Braum, great against the Sivir for multiple reasons, actually. Braum has some interesting interactions. The first one is that he'll stop the Boomerang Blade from going through, he'll stop the ricochets, and then the other one is if he gets a Q or applies concussive blows to Sivir, even if she spell shields the stun, she is still in a state where the game thinks that she has that debuff on her. So you'll see no concussive blows on her, and even if the AD carry hits her, it'll go, oh, she has 1 stack, and you stack it up immediately again.
Very strong interaction. We'll see how that works. Stixxay showing off his synergy with Aphromoo. Toothpick in mouth. Already prepared. The duo lane.
That's maybe why Aphramoo's tilted. That's his thing.
He didn't have.
He took his thing. You took his thing.
You can't take the toothpick. As CLG look for their next 2 picks, it is Bard locked in for Aphromoo, and HuHi. We were just talking about it. He was playing utility. Well, now that's a pretty carry mid laner if I ever seen one.
Yeah, I don't think you can play utility against Azir because you risk getting out damaged. And your utility, sure, you can bring a lot, but I don't know any champion in the game that shields as fast as Azir does damage.
Yeah. Oh, but Mash instantly goes for a Lucian. Gonna try to hop away from the aggression of CLG. He'll have to deal with Stixxay dropping on the hunt and HuHi chasing forward with Siphon Power, but that's gnar locked in once again from Zig.
Yeah, it's a great pickup here. Picks it blind. He's very confident in his team fight with it. And then the Lucian Braum lane is just a very strong lane to have. So P1 are going to try to look to apply some pressure.
Yeah.
But CLG, they do have the ranged bottom lane. Braum can stop the pass-through of the Cosmic Binding. But we'll see what happens here because P1 looking for team fight again.
Yeah, and Darshan locking in the Irelia despite getting a bit of an advantage. He ended up falling off towards the end of game number 1 and really had difficulty making an impact in team fights. This time, though, a little bit more confident in his abilities, going to go for round 2 as the final lock-in with that Irelia sets both of these teams up. Phoenix1 looking to show that they can compete, that they can make a race for that last playoff spot, because it is certainly going to be a race for them if they hope to climb.
Yeah, and with 6 left to play after this game, or after this match, they have a lot of climbing to do.
Yeah.
They have to win at least 3 of those to be tied with those teams that only have 5 wins at the moment.
Yeah.
And, you know, if they beat CLG, they stop CLG from getting to 6 wins. So it definitely stops this team from climbing up and gives Phoenix1 a much better chance. They have to win this game.
Yeah.
It gives them a much brighter future.
Coaches shake hands as the teams get ready to load onto the Rift. While you're getting settled, grab your phone and take a few photos. We're looking for you at home to share how you watch the LCS with us on Twitter. We've seen some pretty sick setups so far, so join the party and send your pictures to @LOLesports. Use that hashtag lock-in. I'm waiting for the one guy who's going to be in his bathtub. You just see feet and a monitor. Getting nice and comfy watching that LCS.
That's dangerous.
Nah, that's the comfy setup. Trying to keep yourself nice and ready. And we have now loaded onto the Rift. Phoenix1 looking for the 2-0 over CLG to get revenge for their loss earlier in the split. Whereas CLG, on the other hand, trying to make a repeat performance.
And CLG just trying to turn it around. And this is where it starts. Right off the bat, CLG, HuHi on a damage-dealing mid laner. They have the wave clear. Both teams actually have pretty much the same win conditions here. You're looking for pick with the Bard and the 4-man unit. And just having Darshan split push. Whereas P1, they're just looking for team fights. They're looking for team fights over and over again. I'm very surprised that P1 didn't try to muscle a fight because they have braum. You pretty much win every level 1 if you have braum. And they decide not to go for it.
Mm-hmm. Instead, just defensive line and double recall from Phoenix1 as they head back to base and start to swap towards that top side of the map. Stixxay and Aphromoo were recalling, but decided to cancel it. So we might actually get to see some quick turret rushes. And CLG, notorious last split for being exceptional at their lane swaps. Well,
that's really close for a P1 CLG vote. If you had asked me 2 weeks ago, a week ago, would have been much more CLG favored. And I think up until this point is actually the story. Like, the closer you get to MSI, if you go back in time, the more red you'd probably see on that.
Seems like stock in CLG is falling. However, it is still only week 6. They do have a bit of time.
Yeah, they talk about how it's all about how you finish. And P1 took that to heart.
Yeah.
They're like, oh yeah, it's not how you start. Just win the next 9 and you'll be good. And they're well on their way to doing that. And it's the old 2-on-1. You don't usually see lane swaps like that too much anymore, where the top laner is left to his own devices trying to pick up some CS and then has to hang around the turret. Probably TP to the opposite side. Zig maybe do the same thing and assist his laner in pushing down. And Aphromoo is just keeping track of him. You can see took Magical Journey. Make sure that he can just interrupt the TP if he used it in a bad spot.
Yeah, that's double teleport swap from those top laners to catch up with the rest of the team looking for the swap. Inori, gets spotted, but Xmithie's got his eyes on the prize. Flashes for Pirean. Flashes, he's already taken 1 turret shot. Laser. Pirean's still holding onto that flash, though. And he gets out without burning any summoners. Yeah,
that's that level 3 rek'sai gank that comes out at about 2 minutes and 50 seconds where you go Krugs, red, Raptors, boom. Immediately go mid. Mid laner will still be level 2 when that happens. It's a very quick clear. And the fact that she's not blue buff dependent means that you don't add on those extra 10 seconds that it takes to get across the map and actually do that buff. So you just stay on one side, clear it all, and then go to the other.
Hey, Zig is able to get the bounce, and Darshan does the same on the other side. That minion, not quite going to drop the turret just yet.
And deny as much as you can.
Yep.
Zig gets the freeze. Darshan as well.
So the lane swap so far trades those tier 1 turrets as the duos now head towards the opposite sides of the map. Looks like HuHi already moving over towards that blue. Will have it gifted to him by Xmithie. Pirean not quite going to have any such luck as hecarim quite blue dependent early on. Looks like standard masteries, nothing quite jumping out. And 4 minutes in. Lane swap going even between the two teams.
Yeah, Gnar's the one that has like fervor of battle, and he's a really interesting champion because in terms of masteries, which one is the best one for him? It's probably that one because of how many auto attacks he can get against melee matchups. Some people will go for the grasp, but grasp's effectiveness is cut in half when you're ranged. So it's like, what do I even go for? Do I go for Thunderlords? Do I invest in the tank tree because I'm supposed to be a tank later? So it's mostly about that lane bully, and that's why he picks up the Fervor battle. It's pretty standard now, but for those of you out there who want to pick up Gnar, because you're seeing him more and more, is bully in lane with Fervor.
That mini Gnar so strong at trading in lane.
Yeah. Well, half the time I'm always like, I just want to stay mini Gnar all day. It's great.
Can I just pick to choose to stay in mini Gnar?
Yeah, I mean, if you had the ability to select when you transform just on a dime,
Oh, yeah.
he'd be way powerful.
Put that on a toggle.
Yeah, that'd be insane. That's why they were able to put so much power inside of it, inside of both of his forms in different scenarios. And P1 actually
They
takes
stay
down the turret
in,
a little bit faster.
yeah, they stay and share the gold, but CLG, they are going to get solo gold to Darshan, group up and head towards that bottom side of the map. Looks like they wanted to contest any chance for Phoenix1 to take that Infernal Drake early on. Neutral objective control, a little bit lacking for CLG in game number 1 as they prioritize the turret rotation. Uh-oh. Oh, Aphro doesn't go right away. But Zig's actually going to face check. Stunned against the wall, just going to take a little bit of damage. CLG, though, are going to continue to catch minions, not looking for the kills or that early Drake.
Just looking for some vision control on this side of the map, forcing Phoenix1 to have to buy more pink wards. There's some Kings going down on the Infernal, and yep, they hadn't really spotted Xmithie. He's been hanging around this Drake for a pretty long time now, and when they see the dual lane on the top side, that's your go signal to go ahead and take this Infernal.
Yeah, now they're going to see Gate trying to get some wards in that jungle. Looks like we might see tier 2 trade, but CLG are taking a lot of damage from this Infernal Drake. Stixxay is even going to come over and help. Oh. They're actually pinging down on the Zig. He's got flash.
I mean, there's this gigantic minion wave here. When a minion wave is grouped up like that, you got to make a play. Xmithie's going to try to cut him off and gets the jump.
Knocked up mid-leap. Takes some big damage and is forced to get out of there. He's going to miss a lot of these minions, though.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for, is just trying to deny the top laner from this minion wave and try to like push him out of the game, close him out, and make sure that he can't do anything. And that's what they're doing to Darshan here. Oh, he's going to get stunned.
They drop Ignite. They get the stun. They're diving and in-hip turret. First blood, Phoenix1.
And the Lucian braum combo.
HuHi chases. He flashes. Chaos Storm the tick. Oh, HuHi gets the kill and is able to clear out the minions as well.
And the roam from the mid lane there. HuHi, and he always talked about how he likes to give up his pressure for his team on the side lane, and that's his playstyle. And it's what's been hurting CLG, but it also helps them in this scenario as they pick up a turret that's unanswered. This mid lane turret, though, may go down. But I don't think so. Don't have enough minion waves.
Yeah, they just don't have enough this early on. It's barely 7.5 minutes into the game, and the trade definitely goes in favor of CLG as they pick up a kill and answer 1 for 1, but they're able to clear that bottom tier 2 turret. Now look to pressure and clear out these minions. Deny as much as you can, as we said. Here's that play is once again.
Hits him a couple times. Gate goes for the W flash, I believe. Yep. Or W auto. WQ, sorry. WQ flash afterwards for the Ignite.
3 flashes. Then HuHi ghosts in, flashes on his own, and the Chaos Storm.
Yeah, and able to pick him up there. Maybe if... Yeah, it's always great because I like to watch plays and be like, okay, well, how could they have changed that? Maybe if Gate had realized that Mash was going to be the target because he's low and had just swapped targets and applied concussive blows to HuHi, maybe he would have had enough time to get the stun off if he had had some assistance.
Well, HuHi did flash on top of him, away from Gate, so
yeah,
in chasing for the kill, they kind of overextended.
Exactly. They were trying to walk back through the turret, but if Gate had taken a route down...
instead of to the left.
Instead of to the left. Yeah, but that's the only scenario where it works out that way.
Yeah, CLG group is 5 and look to pressure that wave that Zig is trying to clear out.
Yeah, and there's a big minion wave, and you have low wave clear on the enemy top laner. Go to that wave. Use it appropriately. You know Zig has no flash. Inori's here as well. Inori's 6, though.
6. And they actually turn and get some damage onto Xmithie. He's going to take a turret shot, but this wave will be cleared out. Though they do have to share experience in gold, Zig is going to get a healthy chunk of it.
P1 are on a timer right now. They want to just hold off CLG and allow Mash to push that bottom lane all the way into the turret.
Yeah, you can see Darshan now recalling to try to catch up with that minion wave. Zig will be able to catch up and get most of these minions.
He's backing up as well. He's just like, hey guys, I pushed it up to the turret. And now CLG are going to try to rotate, put some damage on the mid lane.
Still sticking with that macro play.
Yep.
As expected, trying to catch Phoenix1 off guard. But Phoenix1, taking a look at their wards, they saw this play coming and were able to react in time to defend and keep themselves apace with CLG. But, as we said, it's just a timer for Phoenix1. Gotta wait out this pressure, get to the point where they can team fight. That azir is a ticking time bomb.
And this is just absolutely fascinating when you look at CLG compared to P1 in a personnel standpoint, because CLG, you look at the lineup, well, they're experienced now. Like Stixxay, Aphromoo, right? Stixxay was the replacement coming in spring, but is back-to-back championships, going to Worlds for CLG, going to MSI, playing against so many different teams, and P1, like Inori and Zig, haven't had international experience at all, and they're holding toe-to-toe.
Inori tries to chase, but eats a binding.
Oh, decides not to ulti because he sees the TP coming through from Darshan, and now Xmithie has the flash.
Zig's only level 5 right now. Despite the fact that he has teleport, he can't quite group up, and he can't make up his mind. He's dancing around in his base. Minions bottom, minions top.
Yep. Time wasted is experience wasted. And Darshan is far ahead of him. He wants to pick up that bottom wave. That bottom wave will probably get him to about the point that Darshan is right now.
Yeah, so CLG are able to catch the pressure from Phoenix1.
Zig is going top. This is really unexpected. You expect him to catch that bottom wave. You can see how close he is to 6. He could catch the bottom wave and then TP in.
Oh, Chaos Storm dropped onto Pirean.
But he's
CLG
here to help.
Are looking
Oh
to
my god.
collapse. He's got flash and heal. Flashes, heal. Emperor's Divide. And Pirean escapes. Zig has to hop out of the gravity field, but CLG, they've got enough minions to try breaking down this turret. Grouping as 5, sticking to that macro play, sticking to their guns. Finally, they find a weakness in Phoenix1's armor and break through.
And CLG going for some warding, some cleanup afterwards. Clean up the jungle, push down. That's a giant minion wave bottom. You want to deny it if you can. I don't know if they have the HP bars to do it. They're going to try for it, though. If you kill Zig here, you take him out of the game. Aphromoo.
Zig just got level 6. He's hanging on to the flash. He flashes. Darshan chases.
Aphromoo has 6.
Oh, and he gets out alive.
Just barely, but Zig really wants this minion wave. His team, please.
Yeah, just being denied. He will catch a lot of experience. Oh, he's like, Pirean, go away.
You got your own minion waves.
There he goes. Manages to catch a handful.
Yeah.
He's just a little bit down in minions, but he's way down in experience behind Darshan.
Full level at this point.
However, CLG are going to use this pressure now and clean up the Ocean Drake. Those wards for Phoenix1 not quite able to keep them safe as CLG just continue moving across the map. 2 Drakes for Counter Logic Gaming. Also, I'd like to apologize. I used the word apace incorrectly earlier.
What?
It means swiftly.
But what did you...
I was like, Phoenix1 want to keep themselves apace with CLG, thinking it meant like in step with.
What made you realize your mistake?
You looked at me really funny.
Did I?
You did.
Oh, man. You misinterpreted that.
Okay.
I didn't even catch that.
Alrighty.
So nobody would have known.
Yeah, Zyrene's subconscious brain is like, no.
Maybe I just look at you that way all the time. Maybe I gotta. Oh man, I gotta watch my
sidelong glances. All right, 14 minutes in, and CLG, they've got the lead once again. They might have caught Stixxay. The spell shield wears off. Oh, culling is not enough. He gets out. Darshan chases forward. He eats a knockup, and a huge stun from Aphromoo turns it around.
I was going to give time for the TP, though.
Mash gets caught. Zig will teleport in, but Mash is dead. And Zig, yeah, he's going to have Mega Gnar, but he's got nowhere to go with it.
And CLG end up taking a fight there. Very swift. That fight was a pace. An apace 1-0
yes.
in favor of CLG. Whoa! Trying to make the play, though.
Yep.
Aphromoo, even back there in that last fight, that binding made that play completely turn around. And it's because he went for it. He went for that effort and tried to go for the risky play. Darshan was low, almost killed Stixxay too.
Phoenix1, though, trying to get the aggressive play. It's turned on its head by Counter Logic Gaming, who are now looking to secure this Rift Herald. No chance of a contest from Phoenix1. And this will be secured. Darshan is going to be one happy Irelia for the next 20 minutes. Oop, there he goes.
Yep.
Oh, get out. Woo.
It's super good in this matchup as well, because the gnar is pretty much reliant on doing the physical damage. And we'll talk about that in a second. Doesn't get the last auto off. Mash has flash. Mash decided not to follow for autos with a flash. All right. I mean, he went for it. But Stixxay, ooh.
They're going for it again. Stixxay is getting
Aphromoo?
bullied. Oh, he's stunned across the far side. Culling, and Zig collapses, getting a kill for Phoenix1, 3-2.
And you're like, why is gnar here? How did he get through the jungle and they didn't see him coming? That's insane from Zig and also from all of P1. Now they're in a position to contest this top turret and push it in. And the wave clear's not there. Pirean's looking at mid lane to try and break where HuHi is trying to post himself up, but P1 are going to get this top turret.
Yeah, that is going to bring it 3 to 4 in turrets. Whoa, Xmithie, that turret's about to go down, friend.
Ambitious.
Oh, but the rest of his team is coming. Stixxay and Aphro are on their way, so the tier 2 goes down, and Phoenix1 stick to their guns. Despite having that pressure in the top turn back around, they go right back.
Yeah.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. Here's Stixxay.
That was nice from Inori. He knew that Stixxay's reaction would be to Spell Shield, so he Qs to get rid of the Spell Shield, and then he lets his Devastating Charge, his E, go off. So he gets the mini knockback, the mini stun there, which delays Stixxay and allows them to pick up the kill.
Yeah, and Inori's really been doing so much for Phoenix1. Such a decisive go button with most of these champions, and when he's not that decisive go button, his support in fights has been absolutely huge. So Phoenix1 showing that they just might be a completely different team this second half of the split. And again, despite CLG opening up with a early mid-game advantage, Phoenix1 closed the gap right back up.
Yeah, only 700. CLG, though, they have that Ocean Drake and they have that Infernal, which will continue to scale with them. And it's a second Infernal coming up. So if CLG are able to get 2, it makes this gold lead a little bit deceptive, because Viktor with that is pretty incredible. His Hex Core really likes Infernal Drakes.
Oh, yeah. Lots of bonus damage. Mash clearing out some waves on the bottom, knows that this could be a priority, will continue to catch up as he's now finished his Youmu's. Looks like Rapid Fire Cannon from Stixxay along with a BF Sword. He's looking for some big poke damage if he can find a target, but CLG, as you said, well aware of that Infernal Drake, trying to clear out some vision right now. We'll get some deep wards. Oh, there's a Tempered Fate. Phoenix1 split and dodge.
Yeah, it's a good turn there from Inori to walk back. That won't be up for the Dragon fight. It's a 2-minute cooldown at the moment on that Tempered Fate. He's up in 45 seconds here for the Infernal.
Yeah, Zig getting ready.
Yeah, he's going to continue to split push. I'll check his gold real quick. Okay, he's just sitting on 750. He'll go for the Warden's Mail next.
He's finished that Frozen Mallet once again. Frozen Mallet first.
Yeah, and
So
then,
please.
I was going to say, and then he just goes for like the Randuin's Omen, and eventually, because this team isn't even going to get armor again, you'll go for the Black Clicker. But you were going to say,
If this is an extended fight, he could quite easily chase some people down. However, Phoenix1 are going to now pressure towards that Infernal Drake, try to break through some of this vision as a concentrated unit. Stixxay, currently splitting in the bottom lane, is now separated from his team. He's not spotted out by any vision except for the one in the tri-bush. So there is a bit of a window for Phoenix1, but it looks like CLG will head on over and catch up to Stixxay. You can even see Inori was on the hunt looking for it. Gate? Oh! We'll have to catch up.
no, that's how it works. You put up the Unbreakable, and it stops it from passing through you. So it actually you saw the animation try to connect him to the wall,
Yeah.
but it won't because of the unbreakable.
Projectile gets eaten. Xmithie going to trade a bit of damage. The Poke War and Vision War is the name of the game right now.
Yeah, and I actually believe that interaction only works if Braum is the first person hit. If he's the second person hit, he still gets stunned.
Yeah, because technically the projectile connects.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Now eating the laser. Gate doing a great job in the front line of soaking this poke from CLG. And Phoenix1 are going to collapse onto that Infernal Drake. Zig, he's built up so close to the Mega Gnar.
Yeah, this is the pre-fight. And then you try to get yourself some Raptor damage, maybe get a little bit higher.
They see Zig right
guess he doesn't
now.
go for it. That bar decays, so...
Yeah, trying to juggle that Gnar bar is so difficult when you know there's about to be a team fight to break out. It's already decayed to about half.
Yeah. It's going to just auto-attack some minions, get it back up.
As the two teams very carefully dance around each other and the Baron. Zig, oh, he's taking a little bit too much damage.
Yeah, the Infernal Drake going to be started up from CLG. This will be their second one if they're able to get it. It's going down super quick, and it's not going to be answered here because Darshan's still playing bait.
Yeah, they're chasing down Darshan. They've got the Frozen Mallet, remember. Zig, oh, goes Mega, but Darshan flashes.
Yeah, flash for Infernal Drake. I'll take that every time.
There are pings down onto the Baron by Phoenix1, but this would be a very optimistic play.
I think they're going to
CLG
go
are
for
split.
it,
They're actually going for it on spawn. CLG don't have any vision of this. There's a ping as Xmithie raced out with the Void Rush. Gate's going to get over there. Oh, he missed the Lord. He drops the second one, though. Now he sees it's already down to about 3,000 health. There's a teleport. He hops over the wall. It's down to 1,600 health. Emperor's Divide. He goes over the wall. And it is going to be stolen by CLG. They continue to chase forward, getting the kill onto Inori as Gate's already fallen. Mash doesn't have any flash. And CLG pick up 3 kills and steal the Baron.
And CLG turn it around. Gonna pick up Zig here as well. See if he can do anything. And no, HuHi with the triple kill. And Aphromoo, he wants blood.
He's chasing out. There's blood in the water, and its name is Pirean. Oh, he's trying to get around him.
Aphromoo, blood for the blood god. Let's go.
Continues to chase forward, but Pirean.
They're going to try to get a lot off of this. They're going to try to get an inhibitor.
He's still going.
He's just trying to stop the back. That's all he's trying to do.
He's going for the charms. No, Darshan's catching up. They're catching up.
What, we're just doing quotes now? It's like assuming direct control. Like, what are we doing?
Exactly. Oh, man. Oh, Gate. Oh! That was brutal, but now Gate is going to try trading with Darshan. I don't think you want this trade.
He regrets everything.
Oh, gosh.
Almost.
He gets out. But CLG, whoa, they're able to take the tier 2 and again knock down that inhibitor turret in the top lane. Now they've got a 6,000 gold lead 22 minutes in.
Yeah, great steal there from Xmithie. He jumps in at about 1,800 HP. He gets knocked out by the Emperor's Divide, but then is able to get another angle on it. We'll see it here. Knocked over, stunned, and it's 200. That was in smite range for at least half a second, maybe a little bit more than that, which, it doesn't sound like a lot, but for a jungler, it's like if I see any number that's below or at my smite number, I'm going to hit my key. And Inori just didn't. Inori looked like he was concentrating on other things.
Xmithie actually flashed out of the pit.
Yeah, he flashed out
before the Emperor's Divide. Wasn't knocked back.
That's what it looked like.
Made
too,
a conscious flash. Oh, Zig.
I think he was just like, oh, there's no way I'm going to get this, right? It's like they stopped damage.
He just flashed out, and then he walked back in.
Yeah, because he thought that the damage was just going to be all focused on him and kill him. And
ooh, I think that red buff actually got it.
I think a HuHi.
Yep, he's got it.
And HuHi on this control mage mid, it's working out for CLG.
Yeah. There have been some questions about his ability to hard carry on these mid lane mages. Well, he's shown that he can do it on Viktor. Definitely keeping pace with Pirean's Azir right now, a full level ahead despite being down 10 CS. He has been involved in almost every single one of his team's kills, actually. And CLG with the Baron buff continue to pressure forward. They've got about another minute as Darshan finds some damage onto Zig. There's actually a fight going on. Whoa, the Chaos Storm with Rylai's damages Gate. Inori in the back is forced to onslaught away, but Darshan flanks and picks up the kill.
And CLG are going to get even more structures here. They're going to be able to pick up this middle tier 2, go after this inhibitor turret, and also that inhibitor turret on the bottom side, and maybe even rotate for these inhibitors.
Yeah.
They're going to get a lot here.
This is pretty big. It's up to Mash to try to defend, but the inhibitor already goes down, and CLG, 24 minutes in, are able to take this inhib. Let's just hope we don't have a repeat of last game, as the second inhibitor goes down as well.
Ooh. It's a long journey.
Yep.
It's the get back to lane or get out of there journey. That's 2 inhibitors down, and they have that bottom one. I guess they go back to it afterwards. This fight, though, Aphromoo, the sneaky magical journey to get away from where Pirean was. And then Stixxay with the follow-through onto Pirean. He can't do anything, and he crits him multiple times in a row. Actually just blew him up.
Yeah, Infinity Edge Rapid Fire Cannon will do that to you.
Yeah.
Aphromoo. Whoa! He actually finds Phoenix1 as they try to make a play on the top side of the map. They collapse for a kill onto Gate. And now Inori, he will lead them on a merry chase.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, nerves of steel. Mash is going to escape, but Inori will not.
Nerves of steel, but he was probably standing there going, don't do it.
And Darshan gets the kill. 10-4 right now. 8,000 gold for CLG. They've got 3 Drakes, and despite no longer having the Baron buff, they've got control of the map.
Yeah, this is more of the game that CLG was hoping for last game. 3rd Infernal Drake coming up here for CLG.
Oh, yeah.
Very far ahead. Viktor's AP at the moment. HuHi sitting at about 480. The Rylai's and the 150 from Perfect Hex Core.
CLG now grouping around that Infernal Drake. You can see HuHi and Aphromoo dancing around the pit right now, while Mash,
they know he's there.
It's damage. They're pinging him down. He's going to try to turn on the Stixxay for the solo. Oh, but goes down. Stixxay gets the better of him, 1-on-1.
Yeah, Stixxay's like, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to crit you many times in a row, and you're just going to try to hit me with culling. And pops the ult. Stixxay pops the ultimate and basically puts on his dancing shoes, dodges a lot of the culling. He just gets the crits and takes him out.
He had heal, too. He didn't even burn through that. So it's now up to Pirean to try to defend that last remaining inhibitor, but super minions are pushing onto the Nexus turrets. The tank line isn't there for Phoenix1. And Xmithie sees that along with HuHi. They immediately dive in and pick up the kill onto Pirean. Gate, again goes down. Double kill as Darshan chases forward. He's looking for Zig. Dodges the stun, but gets walloped against the wall. Finally, he'll go down, but he's able to get the kill with Stixxay. That's 3 members of Phoenix1 dead.
And Phoenix1, they're seeing the fallout from that call they made on Baron. The game was getting closer, and then they throw it all away, and CLG take advantage and come up big.
Yeah, they're going to push onto the Nexus and destroy it. CLG win game number 2 against Phoenix1.
And CLG strike back.